Okay, what you're looking at there, 1984. There is a great deception and great warning there. He was not prophetic. It was not, he's a good guy and he could see the future. It's mockery with a lot of truth involved. But when they throw you these numbers, specifically like 1984, you have to understand that this is a mechanics of their system is that is now not numbers but letters. 1984 would be AI HD. That's AI high definition for the HD. That is where we are at now. Now he didn't just miss this by a few years. That was on purpose to create some questioning and doubt. They've already tampered with our dates, times, and seasons. We are in 1984, real time, if you want to accept that falsehood even, but it's 1984. Has been for a while. It might have been a few years ago. I don't know exactly when this number happened, but we're not in 2025. That's an absolute lie. I've already messed with the dates, times, and seasons, so that should be a given topical feeding right away. But 1984 is 1 is A, 9 is I, 8 is H, 4 is D. AI, HD. The HD is for high definition. That's why you have the worry and concern of AI with its high definition stuff now. That is going to deceive mankind. It's already been deceiving mankind for at least 10 or 12 years, big time. People have been watching news events and wars in high definition AI for quite some time. Probably longer than even when I noticed it, I'm sure. So that would put 1984 sometime back. It's not right now. If you were actually doing a year-by-year thing, we're past 1984. But we're nowhere in the 2025. They're telling you the truth here and lying at the same time. It's the forked tongue manner. That's how they operate. That's how they deceive, right? Deceive. That's why you have Washington deceive. DC. Brain Washington deceive. Or Brain Washington DC. It's all there. Initials are important in the deception of things. That's how and why they have you sign something and initial it. Okay? It really is. It helps carry out the spell. So, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them. Iron sharpens iron. And there's a lot more going on with this. If you reduce the numbers down, it's even more telling. But 1984, when they throw you numbers in specifics, like on a book or something like this, you just have to break down the letters. And now within AIHD, there are words in there, backwards, forwards, or 2 letters at a time words that you can go back into Hebrew, Latin, Greek, and all kinds of other languages, land gauges that will tell you what they're doing and what's going on. And it will coordinate in. It won't be a stretch of the imagination. So we are already in this, okay? It's already been here for some time yet. 1984 was probably at least 10 or 12 years ago. Or it could be, I actually lean towards this, even though I didn't catch on to it in 84 because I was still, fairly young and didn't have any kind of information or couldn't see clearly then. In 1984, the real date, it also could be that it actually happened then, that the high definition was here, then we were not recognizing it. I'm sure that was probably the case, if I had to really lean on something. But they made it look like 1984 didn't happen, okay? That's to keep people off the trail. Well, 1984 came and went. We don't have a floating eyeball. But I'm sure there were some cameras floating around recording stuff in 1984. So it probably had taken effect right when they said, but the importance of this is 1984, if you want to know what that means, it's AI HD. So if you want to rebuke something, northeast, west, south, front and back, past, present, and future, rebuke AI HD 1984. Specifics of prayer are very important. We have to listen to the scriptures deeply, not topically. You have not because you ask not. Okay, you have N-O-T. You have not because you ask not. K-N-O-T. I hope you understand this. It's very important. It's what comes out of our mouths that defiles us or doesn't defile us. We have to recognize where these word plays are involved. Because the scriptures are not topical. So if you have not because you ask not. If you have a rope and you've asked a knot and it's all tangled up and has knots in it, that rope is very weak when you go to pull on something. It will break at the knot. So you have not because you ask not. K-N-O-T. You have asked a knot, a tangled up mess. Because we have not taken the time to dig into the scriptures. We keep wanting looking at these things topically. Nothing is topical that has great nourishment or refreshing. If you want refreshing cold water, I've said this many times, if you go out in your yard right now and start digging, you're going to hit water pretty quick, okay? That's topical. It's going to be lukewarm. What does he say about being lukewarm? I will spew you out of my mouth, right? You keep digging, you're going to hit cold water. This has to be done on everything we do, especially the scriptures first and foremost. You keep digging and digging, that water won't be murky anymore, it won't have stuff floating in it, it won't be lukewarm. You dig and it will be clear and refreshing and cool. You do not want to be lukewarm. That's what happens when you dig topically in the scriptures. Look at these things in a physical manner. He told you to dig a well, go to the well. Because that's where the refreshing water is. It's not laying on the top after a couple scoops into the dirt, getting rid of the grass, or maybe a little dirt here and there. You hit some murky water. That is lukewarm. Because you don't want to ask not and receive not. I hope this makes sense. These analogies, I really hope help, because if you look at them like this, it is truth. You have to show yourself the scriptures in a physical manner here, as Christ did with us, and relate it back to the scriptures, and you will see the cut and dry truth of this stuff. Yes, it's hidden, but he told us where it was hidden. It's not like it's hard to do. Now, you're going to have to dig for a while. You might have to dig for days on one scripture before you hit some refreshing water. The thing is, if you keep digging in that same place, eventually you hit a spring. You will hit a spring. I don't care where you dig at, you will hit the spring. Absolutely, that will happen. And when that happens, that's the spring of life. And that water is going to continually flow. Your cup will floweth over, right? And when that happens, those around you, that cup is going to overflow onto them, and they're going to receive cold, refreshing cup of water from you.